எம்பெருமான் இருக்க ஏது நயம் நம்பியவர் கேது காலபயம் எம்பெருமான் இருக்க ஏது நயம் ராமஜெயம் ஸ்ரீ ராமஜெயம் ராமஜெயம் ஸ்ரீராமஜெயம் ராமநாமத்தின் மூலமந்திரம் ராமஜெயம் ஸ்ரீராமஜெயம் ராம.
Namaskaram.
Namaskaram, Uncle. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Sai Pranav, how are you?
We're doing great, and it's a pleasure to have you on the show today. Our 5th vodcast, so it's a big deal for us, especially we've made it this far. So thank you for coming on.
It's my pleasure too. Thanks for inviting me.
So with COVID in the world and everybody's getting affected in some way or form, how is COVID treating your music, Uncle?
Before I could go answering to that, first of all, my name is Venkat Madurai here. I just would like to take this opportunity to thank you both, Sai Pranav and Prasid, for having me here today. And COVID situation is really unprecedented at this time of the year. 2020 started, with a good way, and over like a couple of months later, everything became like the entire world came to a standstill with all this COVID situation. So,
Right.
as far as the Minnesota is concerned, we are trying our best to keep everything under control. And as a family, I want to make sure that we are safe, and I wish everyone safe at this time, and hope we find a vaccine come through fast and get this out of our way. Yeah.
Of course,
Definitely.
Uncle. Yeah.
So now jumping on to our topics for today. So tell us a little bit about yourself, your early childhood, your exposure to Carnatic music at a young age, and other activities that you did besides, Carnatic music.
Well, so I was born and brought up in Chennai. That's my place I've been all through during my childhood days and moving to college and all that. So Chennai has been my home place for me right from the beginning, and I did get good exposure to music in terms of first of all the family I come from. I should talk a little bit about my family. Music is in my blood, I should say. And when I say music in my blood, I was born and brought up in a musical family, and I have 3 siblings with me. So we are 8th generation of Tyagaraja family. So we are the descendants of Tyagaraja family. So I am actually 8th generation. That's what was told by my dad. So that's one very interesting factor, I would say, that itself tells that the music is running in my blood. So to further add on to that, my initial music was started at the age of maybe when I was 7 years. My interest became more on the classical Carnatic, listening to a lot of cine music, film songs more, and entertaining my school. When I was studying in my school days, I used to entertain my classes with music. So that's one thing I always that's a memorable childhood music start for me, that I was making sure that all my classmates enjoyed. My teachers used to love me singing all the time. And in addition to that, I take part in a lot of competitions and stuff. So it used to be like a fun for me to start with that way. So that's how the music got into me, and yeah, I've pretty much been it's been coming through all this time, music. So I keep that as my passion, and also continue to do that. Yep.
Amazing, amazing. So you were talking about stage performances and competitions, entertaining your friends. So can you tell us your first performance can you tell us about your first performance as a Carnatic musician, whether it may be a arangetram or a small concert or even just a school talent show performance? Can you tell us about that?
I did not have a formal arangetram or a stage performance, I should say, but I did start going for a lot of competitions in the beginning, and also I had the privilege to sing in front of some of the stalwarts at that time, especially with. I can even say that I gave like 45 minutes of my program in the presence of Papanasam Sivan in
Wow.
their house.
Wow.
So Papanasam Ashok Ramani. And in fact, like I said earlier, I was surrounded with a lot of these stalwart musicians in those days, like Sri Maharajapuram Santanam, Sri S. Ramanathan, Dr. S. Ramanathan, and
Yeah.
Sri D.K. Jayaraman sir,
Wow, wow.
and also some of these other musicians like Dr. Sri Palamurli Krishna. So I was invited by Ashok Papanasam Ramani's mother to their house, and my grandfather was very much saying that Venkat. I used to be called Ramesh at home, so they say
Oh,
Ramesh.
okay.
So,
Mhm.
my son Ramesh sings very well, so I would like him to sing before my very close friend Papanasam Sivan sir. That's how my grandfather knew them very well. So I went to
Mhm.
their house and I gave 45 minutes of program, and it was
Wow.
so nice to get a blessings from Papanas and Sivam sir. It was a very indelible memory that I can say that I had
Yeah.
with that, and that's how I can say as a competition or anything to start with Arangetram per se. But in addition to that, I was also a AR artist. I was singing in All India Radio, Chennai.
Wow.
Wow.
And yes, I
Amazing,
was
amazing.
I was a artist there, sang almost for about 8 years,
Wow.
and I
Wow.
was accompanied by various artists, mridangists. I had the privilege, I should say. I was accompanied by Tanjavur Upendran sir and
Wow.
Wow.
Guruvayur Durai
Amazing.
sir. So
It's
I'm
great.
going back to those times, and also Thiruvarur Bhaktavatsalam sir, KV Prasad sir. So there are a lot of people I can keep adding. That's a very unique experience, I should say, I had in my music world. And all the competitions I went, it was all like the some of these singers who were there at that time. I can say Sanjay Subramaniam sir, and also Neyveli Santanam sir,
Santana Gopala.
Santana Gopalan sir. They were all participating in the competition along with me,
Wow.
and
Oh.
that's a very interesting thing to share also. See, I'm trying to understand. I'm going back like 35 40 years, right? So I'm thinking, then also I had this national all India Radio national competition that I went for. There I got I was not even sure. I went for the light classical, and I won the prize there. And my
Wow.
competed my close it was a pretty close competition, I should say. And Vijay Shiva Shah was actually the one whom I competed with.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
So Vijay Shiva Sir got the first prize. I got the second prize.
Oh.
Super,
So
super.
it was actually I sang the Chandrakons, Hindolam.
Mm.
It was actually Chandrakons, which is which is Kandena Govindala. So the all these gurus, all these judges, they were all kind of asking many questions. How I got this song, where did I get it, who taught me, all those things. So it's a very memorable experience I can share. Keep on, there are a lot of things like this that really I cannot forget in my music experience as a childhood. Yeah.
Beautiful,
Wow.
beautiful. I mean, that's such an amazing thing that you played with, that you sang with such stalwarts. So
Yeah, and one other thing I wanted to add here is that the amount of compliments or the praises you get when you sing a song or when you render a particular piece or something, it was also well spoken by the judges if there is any criticism. See, that's where they tell me where I made a mistake, where I should correct myself. See, those are other side of experience that I got too. So I learned a lot of things like that, a lot of tidbits they gave me, how I should sing, how I should present. So in one occasion, I sang in front of Dr. S. Ramanathan sir. So it was a song on Amrita Varshini, Yanaini Maravade by the Dandabani Deshikar. So there I sang that song, and he knew my lineage, my grandfather and all. So he said, "How come you have sung this one? Who taught you this?" I said, "My grandfather taught me this." Appadina, I'm just using a Tamil phrase here exactly so that you have that power, right, of expressing. Okay, so குரு வந்து சுப்பிரமணியரா, மதுரை சுப்பிரமணியரோட பேரா நீ, அப்படின்னா இதெல்லாம் போராது. That's what he told me. I have to sing more in terms of that. So that's a nice way of getting things also. That's a very nice, good experience I had from that. Very memorable. Yeah.
So you mentioned Madurai Subramania here. So was he your formal guru, or was he like?
He is my first guru. I had many gurus. Actually, I should say gurus, right? I had many gurus. I have to say I'm really blessed to have come across all those teachers whom I met, who taught me. The first guru in my childhood learned of classical Carnatic is my grandfather. And one interesting fact I wanted to also show here is I mentioned earlier about my genealogy, about my lineage, Tyagaraja Swami lineage, and this is the genealogy that tells Tyaga Brahmam. If you can see that, I can share this at some point, but you can see Tyaga Brahmam here, right?
Wow.
So it comes down the path. You can see my name there, Venkat Raman there at the bottom, and then it goes with my 3 siblings, and there below my name is Akhil and Arun Madurai.
Wow.
So I am in that 8th generation. So that's how the lineage goes. So that's a very guru. My first guru is my grandfather. I learned right from him, and he started teaching me in fact, I started well with kritis right from the beginning. That's one of the things that he was not going through was the fundamental concept of music, but he somehow spotted that I had that niche of learning the music faster. So he took me in the Suzuki style. Yeah.
Ramanamatin Mula Mandiram Ramajayam Sri Ramajayam Ramajayam